Hello, it's Roger Braunstein, author of the ActionScript 3.0 Bible 2nd edition. Let's see how to run example code from the book using Flash Professional. First, you'll create a new Flash file, for ActionScript 3.0 of course. Before you do anything else, save it somewhere. I'll put it in this directory and call it example.fla. The name and location are totally up to you. I've downloaded the example zip from the website, and now I'm going to add the contents of its src folder to the same directory as the FLA file. Here I've located the FLA file, and here I'm opening the example zip. Make sure that the FLA is in the same folder as all these AS files. I'm going to do this by extracting the contents of src rather than the directory itself. All of the AS files are in the same folder as the FLA file. Now back to Flash. In order to associate an example class with a Flash file, you make that class the document class. Simply type the class name in the Properties panel here, ch0ex1. You should type in the name of the class without including the .as file extension. Clicking the pencil button next to the document class field will open the source code in Flash Professional's editor. Now I'll run it. I'll go to Control, Test Movie, Test. In practice, I'll just use the keyboard shortcut Control-Enter. The output appears on stage and in the output panel. Now I've successfully run this most basic example. Now that I have a directory with all the example files and an empty FLA, running another example is much easier. All I have to do is set it as the document class. You can use File Open to browse through the examples you extracted. I'll run a more interesting example from the book. Chapter 15, Example 4. Note that its class name is ch15ex4. I'll go back to the FLA and set its document class to ch15ex4, and then I'll test again using the keyboard shortcut. If you download examples a la carte rather than extracting the whole zip, you might not have the com.actionscriptbible.example base class. You can add it in manually, or you can just replace it with flash.display.sprite. Don't forget to import it. Well, that should get you started running example code from the book using Flash Professional. I hope you enjoyed the ActionScript 3.0 Bible 2nd edition. Goodbye.